I used to love making these. If you don't know what kind of work this is, it's a little something called composite photography. Technically, it's where I take a bunch of photos of different things and then I put them all together in Photoshop to create one image. And it used to be a big passion of mine. Honestly, it's really what drove me into doing photos full time. I loved making composites and I loved taking what wasn't real and in my brain and making it actually real physically so you could see it. But let's be real honest here. AI definitely kind of stole the wind out of my sails when it came to creating anything like this. Mostly because it felt like anything creative suddenly felt really hollow in any kind of scenario like a composite. Like it just felt like my computer can do it if I type something into Photoshop or some other program. Even my phone can do stuff that basically I was doing, but like it just didn't feel the same anymore. But after a very long internal battle with myself on, do I stay in the current position I am and do composites, or basically the thing that I was having a lot of fun with, or do I just move my creativity somewhere else and try and find something different that also brings me creative joy? And obviously I did that. I moved on to things that brought me creative joy and basically filled my like creativity bucket. But I might have found down a rabbit hole when it comes to composites recently. I found a bunch of different composites that have been made within like the past year or so that were definitely not done with AI, and it kind of re-sparked my love for composites, and now I want to do a couple. But I kind of just want to do this the way that I started. I didn't have any models. I was just all by myself because when you have an idea, sometimes no one can help you or is available to like help you. So just me with whatever idea I can find, that's it. So for pictures that are composites, I love big dramatic things, like something that can show movement and just really play off of an idea. Okay, so picture me walking on a street and suddenly I maybe trip or slip on a banana and I slide and then my legs fly up and I look like I'm going to fall flat on my back, you know, typical banana peel slide and fall. So my hair should be kind of like flying up. My outfit should also have a look of motion. I like to add dresses in this kind of scenario, or skirts or something that can like show movement. So I probably will wear a dress. And then I think I would also like to have like accessories. So like a bag or something that I was carrying that can also just be kind of like tossed into the air when I am falling, so you can kind of see it kind of fall down if it were to really happen. And then maybe the things in the bag also fly out at the same time. So for shots, I'm going to need a lot of different things here. I'm going to need a picture of myself propped up on a box that looks like I'm falling, so I have to be in the right position. I will also need a shot of my skirt or dress in the right falling position, so that will probably be taken on its own, and then I'll mold it together. And then I will need bags and accessories, so I'll need maybe pictures of all the accessories and then the bag on its own. So yeah, I got quite a lot of different photos I'm going to need to create here. I also think I'm going to do this outside in a very public space, so that means I get to go embarrass myself outside in the public. It's fine. I do this stuff all the time. I'm normally the weirdo on the street. I am meandering around trying to like find a really good spot to photograph this. Just got my little wagon full of gear and hopefully we find a good spot. I really wanted to get something that showed off more of a city vibe, that had like a restaurant or a business around it, so I had to turn around and go back actually towards those things. I settled on a little bakery. It was actually closed that day, which was probably a good thing. The windows are really cute, so that's really what drew me in. Bad thing, it was right next to the road, which means I needed to put my camera closer to where cars were going, which made me so nervous. I got my camera all set up and jumped into action as fast as I could. I always take an extra shot of the area before I get into it to use for editing. And then I quickly grabbed my camera trigger and got the photos of myself. I got them in a couple different positions and a couple different spots. The goal was to make it look like I was falling. I know I missed a couple of things when I photographed that, but I was nervous because my camera was close to the road and it's too hot. I'm not going back outside to fix anything. So whatever I missed, we'll just have to fix later, but let's get editing. An edit like this really isn't that hard to do. I just need to take the original shot I took without me in it and then get rid of the box that I was sitting on, basically by masking that out. And then I need to add all the little details into the picture blur them appropriately, make sure they're all colored correctly, and then I have basically a finished shot. I might add a little extra blurs or anything that just really sells the image a little bit more, but honestly, this is a pretty easy put together shot. So I think that came out pretty good. I would have done things different. I should have done things a little different, but you know what? It is what it is, and it is a good jump back into creating composites. Now to figure out what the next composite will be, maybe something a lot more harder, because let's be honest, this is a very simple idea. It's not something that took me a while to create. I think it was cool though. If you have an idea for something that I should do or think about creating as a composite, let me know in the comments. I would love to see it. But anyway, that's all I have for you this week, and I will see you next time.